Can you really define spirituality? Try it. Type it down below and you will see 100 different answers. That's because spirituality isn't universal. It's personal, vague, and now it has become very commercial. Somewhere along the way, awakening became a brand. You're told to detach from the world, only to attach to a new desire. Detachment and attachment. The desire to awaken. You start meditating, isolating, rejecting everything worldly, calling it as illusion, and then one fine day, nothing excites you anymore. Work feels pointless, relationships feel heavy, and joy feels obviously fake. You start wishing you never discovered spirituality at all, but to protect your journey, you start wearing a mask, pretending to be awakened. Wow. While dying a little every day inside. I've seen this hundreds of times with hundreds of people who are thriving businesses, loving family, purpose until they fell into the spiritual abyss. It's not enlightenment, my friend, it's collapse. And the most dangerous part? Nobody tells you this. They keep selling you lies to keep jumping around like a damn frog in a well. Because spirituality is the easiest place to sell lies. It has no definition, no boundaries, and no end. The real awakening isn't about floating in bliss, floating around. Awakening in its definition means eyes wide open and observing the world without no masks and filters. It's about facing reality, raw, brutal, unforgiving, and rebuilding yourself in it. So before you lose yourself completely in the illusion of awakening, hear this. My friend, you are not broken. You're just stuck between detachment and desire. I give you no false hopes. I'm just here to ask you to open your eyes yet again. Can you actually define spirituality or enlightenment? Go ahead. Try. I want you to type it in the comment section down below. You will see a plethora of different vague definitions. That's because spirituality isn't one thing. It's very personal, vague, and dangerously marketable. In today's world, spirituality has become a religion of its own. A checklist you follow: meditate, detach, renounce, and congratulations, you are now enlightened. Wow. Let's have a round of applause. You are sold this fantasy that one day you will merge with the universe and everything will start making sense yet again. But you know the brutal reality? Most people don't awaken. They malfunction. And here comes the big lie. You are told to detach from material things, only to attach where? To something worse. The desire to awaken. The spiritual ego is born. I'm more awakened than you. No. I am better than you. No. I have seen the other side better than you. That is what happens. And that is what happens in my comment section down below. Below this comment section too now, there will come in so many highly qualified spiritualists who would definitely create a crack in what I am about to tell you, because they actually cannot stand the brutal truth. What started as peace becomes theatrical performance. And this is where the collapse begins. Soon, everything you loved, work, relationships, life, they start slipping away from your hand. You start isolating yourself, you lose drive, you start wishing you never discovered spirituality at all. Be honest. If you're stuck in this darkness, do you ever feel that I wish I never discovered this? To protect your journey, you start wearing a mask of enlightenment. A mask to, hide the brutal truth that you do not want to see. And behind that mask lies a person breaking down silently. My friend, this is the spiritual war zone. Look around online. Be honest, look around online. People arguing in comment sections, calling themselves awakened beings, throwing jargons like it's holy scripture. If you're so awake, then why the hell did the YouTube algorithm bring you here on this video? Maybe the universe wants you to hear this message. And I've had this experience. I've worked with people who had everything: success, relationships, health, freedom, everything they craved for. Then they went down the spiritual abyss. Meditation turned into numbness, clarity turned into chaos. They didn't awaken, they cracked. And that's where I come in. If you are mentally strong enough to bounce back, if you want to really be honest, really want to rebuild your life, there are limited one-on-one slots open. You can go and check them out in the description down below. And this is where the manipulation game started for these people. Spirituality is the easiest way to manipulate people because it has no definition, no posited definition. The word awakening in itself has no start, no end. It's just marketing for the mind. The more you chase bliss, the more you chase happiness, the more you chase ecstasy, the more miserable you become. The real truth? What is the real truth now? The real awakening is seeing how brutal reality is and still choosing to live. Bliss is temporary. Remember that. Peace is work. You're still, you still face dark days, but over time those days shrink. Out of the 365 days in a year, if you were miserable for 300 days, those 300 days become 200, 200 become 50, 50 become 10. That's the only kind of progression that's real. You just clump, you just shorten your dark days. And this is where the philosophical shift comes in. When I studied philosophy, existentialism, absurdism, stoicism, I realized there's no mountain on top, no final awakening, no final moment. You build meaning through action, not surrender. You find peace not by escaping the world, but by facing it, coming with it face to face. And that's the real you. The real you wasn't lost in meditation. It was when you were alive, when you were building, creating, laughing, traveling, enjoying your life to the fullest. You didn't need to strip yourself of identity to be spiritual. You just needed to understand the illusion and move smarter with it. Every move is a smarter move. So, with that being said, if you have been feeling broken, lost, detached, my friend, you are not crazy. Don't consider yourself to be crazy. Hell no. You're just stuck between detachment and desire. But I'll be honest, I don't work with everyone. I keep repeating this, that you can come in and have calls with me, but I absolutely don't work with everyone. There is a form that you can fill, and I qualify people according to that form. I work with winners only. People ready to rebuild, not wallow, not wandering around. People who want to bounce back yet again and want to awaken that peace inside of them. If that's you, click the link below, book your one-on-one session. If it's not, keep meditating, my friend. Maybe one day your bliss will pay your rents finally. Until then, you can go through Juan's case of his experience with the dark night of the soul and how we worked around his problem, if that's helped you to snap back to reality.